Hi class, glad you found this video. A lot of people don't know is that the professor is a really strong guy, and sometimes I get haters on my lectures. And there's this idiot, really bad student by the name of idsk. I don't know how to spell his name. idsk, itsk. And this is about how I assassinated him metaphorically by each step of the way, and how he was such a bad student and didn't want to learn a thing that I have to say, and completely disrespectful behavior that I will be showing anyone who does not tolerate any lecture will be met with the same horrible fate. So, if you don't know, I uploaded a lecture on May the 18th, 2021, titled Why You Should Write in Your Books. Yes, that's right, why you should get a pencil and write in your book. And one comment by the old Colin Liddell said my copy of Decline of the Less has a full-page pencil sketch of a girl on a train, which I thought was really cute. But then there was a very insulting and belittling comment that was by this stupid student. And he said, disgusting. The main point of writing in books is signaling to others that you read. It's a vapid, narcissistic practice that offers no benefit over keeping notebooks to accompany your readings. What? Are you serious? For students who don't know, I suggest you pause the video and go ahead and look at my lecture on why you should write notes in the books, because my argument still is that you should get a pencil and write in a book. Well, this little tardy student doesn't want to write in a book and actually thinks it's disgusting, and thinks what I'm doing is I'm signaling, or virtue signaling, and that he doesn't realize that it's more than that. Now for my bravado replies, I suggest you pause the video. It's a lot to say, but to sum up, I deconstruct and as well insult ISK's silly notions that writing in the book is disgusting or vapid or anything like that. But unfortunately, the creature an hour early replied to me and said that writing notes in books is unaesthetical and impractical. I've never heard of a word unaesthetical before, and I thought this guy was a troll. Well, this might be the reason why when tardy students get up and try to revolt, this is where the professors should really shut them down. So I decided to check ISK and who's he about, and sadly, he only has 2 subscribers and a playlist, and the playlist is C++ software, Travis Scott, Two Life Crew, and is he black or something? Oh, and by the way, he said that the playlist was clickbait, and that he actually does it to fool people. Yeah, and so this guy is definitely a troll for sure. Now, if you want some more bravado of how I've taken down this shill, I've written a very long and analytical rant against the student's tardiness to Professor Pilleater. And here's the second part, if you need to pause. The first part, if you need to pause. And the second part, if you need to pause. But so much of my grace knows how to deal with horrible students like him. And again, the student gets even more tardy and argues that it's more about aesthetics than anything. And it tries to control the argument out of nowhere and says, this isn't about you being disgusting or anything, it's about the aesthetics of the book. Now, which is hilarious because he's taking something and putting back into his own context, and he's not an intellectual artist to understand where I'm coming from. Feel free to stop the video in order to see what I'm writing, he's writing. And unfortunately, this idiot calls me a hack, said the guy who has no videos, and I don't even know what an ISK is. As I get mad, I insult this individual. Of course, with such a long argument and the details given, it's a lot to deal with idiots like this. And I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe I thought I was doing something when I was telling the public to write in their books. ISK is nothing more than a person who does why I read multiple books at once and looks like a pretty red-haired chick who owns the books but doesn't write in the books. And to me, that's very confusing. And ISK made no arguments or no compliments why you can learn from this. I mean, is a red-haired tattoo chick the same as ISK? I don't understand where this is coming from. How can you learn? There's nothing in the book. I'm asking the public to engage with the books. If this is really about aesthetics, ISK, then would you say this is aesthetic? Then what's the point of reading? Obviously, ISK is an idiot and is just as dumb and blonde as this bimbo here. And it goes to show you that my hatred to every single neoliberal American English department undergraduate and any coming-to-age adult should be insulted and is completely disrespected in my classroom. So I decided to go to his discussion board and write the following to ISK so I can warn about his behavior. Hi, my name is ISK. I think everything is about aesthetics. I don't make content. I think everything should be revolve around me. I have never written a book nor interested in other people's thoughts. I'm too afraid to write notes in a book because I think everything is just a game about social status and less about the reader learning something from the text. Maybe I'm just too scared to actually write a book and could learn something from it. At this point in time, I officially assassinated ISK. He's officially banned from any future lessons from Pillsbury University and will not get credit in anything. His credits are nothing, and he's wasted tuition on something he could have learned in behavior. So I feel sorry for the guy, but at the same time, I'm warning any of you that if you disobey Pillsbury University, you will get a very similar demise and actually be revoked from any further pedigrees you may get from the university. So this is a warning to all my fellow students. So, class dismiss, and thanks for listening.